Hey guys, this is Dan from Juliper Sky. I hope you're well. This is the third video in our playthrough series. Before we crack on with it, I just want to say a huge thank you to those that have left positive feedback on the last two. I am new to this talking to the camera stuff, so it is really appreciated. And in this video we're going to go through our track Waves. So I'm back on the Rickenbacker for Waves, on the treble pickup. This is going into my pedal board and then into the Dominator, like on the last two tracks. It is worth saying, on the record for Waves, the way that we recorded the guitar parts was different than on Heaven and Magnetize. On Heaven and Magnetize we used an old school method of miking up an amp close and far and then sending the stems over to James, our producer. With Waves we opted for an easier route because miking up the amp meant we had to book studio time, and we were finding that A, it was expensive, and B, that if we went for a cheaper option we were getting noise from other rooms. So we decided for Waves this time round to actually use guitar rig. So I Rickenbacker into guitar rig. I then sent the signal from guitar rig into my pedal board, back into Ableton, and that's how we recorded the guitar parts for Waves. So first up we've got the main riff. My guitar's in standard tuning and it's going into my Strymon Timeline, and that's on a pitch delay setting with the modulation up quite high. I've also got a chorus on just to emphasise that pitch haziness, and then I've got a bit of reverb on as well. So the next part I'm playing in this track is in the chorus. I'm just playing the chords, I'm just adding a layer of depth to that chorus. The first pedal that I've got on in this bit is I've got an EQ pedal that I use mainly for volume reduction. So if I'm going to be playing chords and I'm really going to be giving it a good whack, that I just want to reduce my volume a bit so I'm not the main part. So that goes into my EQ, and I've rolled the master volume down. I've also rolled a lot of the bottom end off because I feel that, especially on this Rickenbacker, that if I'm playing chords I can get quite heavy low bottom end. I'm talking minus 100 frequencies that you don't want in the mix anyway. Then I'm also going into my Boss RV5 that's just adding a layer of reverb, and this sounds like this. So straight after the chorus we've got a little lead riff. What I'm doing pedal wise for this is I'm taking off my EQ because I need to come back to the front. I'm keeping on my RV5 and it sounds like this. The next part for me is in verse 2. I play a slightly arpeggiated part on my pitch delay that just adds into the background and gives the second verse something a little bit different from the first verse, and it sounds like this. So now we've hit the middle section. There's sort of three main parts to this. The first section is very similar to the riff after the first chorus, with literally just one note changing. I've got the same pedal settings on and it sounds like this. The next part of the middle section is the same notes as the previous section, however I'm playing them as octaves and I've got my fuzz on and it sounds a bit like this. So for the final part of the song, we're introducing a new melody. When we play this on record and live, Liam's doing the harmony with me. The first time through, I'm playing it an octave down, and then I'm playing it octave up on the second time round. I've got my chorus and RV5 on, and it sounds like this. Hey guys, so that's the end of the third video in this series. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, it would mean the world to me if you could like and subscribe to the channel. That would be perfect. And I'll see you on the next one.